is Greg Troutman with Maritime Reporter TV, and we're very pleased to be joined today by Sean McCaskill, Shore Power Manager Americas for igus, to discuss this company's award-winning mobile shore power technology. So, Sean, to start us off, can you just give us a brief introduction of yourself and your specific area of responsibility within igus?
Sure, Greg, my pleasure. I've been working with igus for over 25 years now and have served in many different capacities, ranging from sales and sales management to project management and engineering. I started working with ports over 20 years ago, providing igus solutions for container handling equipment, and have used that knowledge and experience to help develop some of our new exciting shore power solutions technology. And currently, I'm working as the manager for the shore power business unit covering the Americas.
I'm certain many watching this already know the igus name, but can you give us a brief overview of the company? It's offering a kind of a by the numbers look at the company today, something that really gives our viewers and our readers insights in the size and scope of your operations.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot to talk about and try to cram into 10 seconds, but I would say igus does many things and has many products. Those people that do recognize the name will probably know us for our four oldest product lines, which are the linear bearing systems, polymer bushings, energy chain cable carriers, and chain flex cables. But really now we provide over 245,000 products from stock and have expanded our businesses in really a lot of different areas, shore power being one of them. Some of them may raise an eyebrow for the people that have known igus for 20, 30, 40 years. So there's a lot of wonderful things to talk about. Too much for right now, but I will mention some of my personal favorites. There's a lot of information available on the website, so if anybody wants to take a peek and check things out, I would check out the news pages on the igus website. But going back to my personal favorites, we have some things called low cost automation. That's a whole range of products that deals with robots, cobots, controllers, and all kinds of accessories. Pretty much everything you need to set up a automation system there in your factory. Um, Another cool thing is the igus bike, the recycle bike that's made from all of the recycled material from ocean plastic, and it's made with all lubrication-free materials. And then the last one that I'll mention today is our product line called iSense, which is a range of predictive maintenance monitoring systems. And I'll mention that because this is one of the things that complements a lot of the other products that we make. And it's also something that's utilized in the iMSPO system itself. With regards to the company, we're a family-owned business, over €1 billion in sales. We have over 5,000 employees around the world, 33 subsidiaries, and 50 distributors, I think now, spanning over 80 countries around the world. So anywhere that you are, we have you covered.
Obviously, as you said, you look after the shore power end of the business, and igus recently won the Maritime Innovator of the Year award from AAPA for its mobile shore power technology. So,
Yep.
just can you give us an overview? What exactly is igus Mobile Shore Power Outlet or the iMSPO?
Well, the easiest explanation is that the iMSPO is a system that really provides a solution to the challenges that fixed shore power outlets exhibit in today's modern port. Um, Really, those challenges stem from, changing of vessels, the new vessel sizes. Nobody ever thought that we'd be building these vessels this big today. And then, on the business side, we have the need for, maximizing berthing density. And then we have operational constraints for having to berth ships in different positions because maybe there's some construction going on in the port. But really, what it boils down to is that with that fixed outlet technology, it simply cannot provide the flexibility that you need to provide a connection point at every location along the wharf that you would need it to ensure 100% plug-in capability at all times. Some of the other things that are challenging, it places a burden on the operations team because when they're doing their berthing strategy, their berthing planning, and they're saying, okay, where do I need to put a vessel to maximize the loading operation to make as much money as we can? Having the additional constraint of going, oh, well, I might not be able to put my vessel right there because I don't have the ability to plug in right there. is something that we're trying to remove. One of those things, and then looking at the pure operational side down on the wharf. One of the things that we're trying to do is, if you've ever seen one of these things get plugged in, and you probably haven't, but if you do get the chance to witness an actual shore power connection, the cables are extremely big, they're extremely heavy, and you have to move them around. So we're trying to take the burden off of the workers that actually make the connections, make it simple, fast, and safe for them. So we remove that part of it. And really, we're also trying to minimize the amount of time that it takes to make a connection. And because time is money. And so if you have to fiddle around with it for 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour, that's lost production time. And so we're trying to really get that turnaround time to be able to do a connection and a disconnection in like 10, less than 10 or 15 minutes. So really what the iMSPO does is it removes the constraints from the operations team of planning around available shore power locations, eliminates all the heavy cable handling for the users, and it provides that simple, safe, and ergonomic connection process that I mentioned. So going one step further, what we really do is provide a system that will give you 100% connection capability, regardless of where your vessel is located on the key. In addition to that, it will be fully compliant with the international standards. So we use the international standard 80,005-1 documentation. That will ensure the testing, the compliance, and one other thing is the interoperability. One of the questions that I always get is, we're going to design this system, and if it works here, is it going to work with a system, say, in the UK or in Asia or in Germany or on the other side of the United States? So we use those standards to make sure that it's completely interoperable. And then really the third thing that's overlooked, unfortunately, is making sure that we provide a system that seamlessly integrates with the workflow of whatever that operation is. There's a lot of planning that can be done, a lot of elaborate sketches on paper, but really, doing the work down on the water is what matters most. And we feel that shore power should be just another activity. It shouldn't be an event. It should be something that's as easy and as innocuous as mooring the vessel. Because you're in business to load something, whether it's containers or ro-ro vessel or a ro-ro product or whatever it is. We want to make sure that there is a seamless integration to basically minimize any kind of interference. A lot of money has been spent to squeeze every last efficiency out of that operation, and then coming and overlaying an additional technology that may take away some of that hard-earned, efficiency is not what we want to do. So we want to make sure that we carefully consider everything that's going on and have something that I mentioned before seamlessly integrates into the end user operation.
Everyone watching this loves a case study. Can you share some details, specifically where iMSPO is installed today?
Sure. So I would say, to give an overarching view of kind of what we've been doing and what we've been up to. We have over 50 systems either currently operating under construction or under contract, for all different ranges of vessels, whether it's a container vessel, a cruise ship, a ro-ro vessel, or even a car carrier. But we have published videos on our YouTube channel showing these systems in operation. But to give you some specific locations to kind of level set the viewership here, we have systems operating at the CTB, CTA, CTH, and CTT terminals, all within the Port of Hamburg. And within that array of terminals, we have different applications. So we have some that are mounted on the front of the quay. We have some that are operating in the air, kind of in front of the cranes. We have one that we had to do a special operation where we had to do a big e-chain reel that delivers it for a very innovative application where we had to do some very specific engineering for that. So those are all available to watch. And for the cruise system, I would recommend, there is a wonderful video that the Port of Rotterdam has published on the Rotterdam Cruise Terminal. And the viewers can go there and they can see kind of the background of even the construction process of digging the trenches through the city to lay all the power cables coming from the power source. And then they get to see the system operating and actually plugging in a cruise ship with a lot of commentary from, the guys that use it and the guys that planned it at the port, talking about, why they made those decisions and why it was valuable to them. And then also a little bit about the innovation and why they think it's such a great system to work with.